tail of how a tail became head. The truth is, I should have been dead, but instead I stand and tell the tale of how a tail became head. I am the plot twist that God flipped. I am that I am. I am a comeback story mixed with gutter and glory. You can't ignore me. I am lessons learned the hard way. That had the nerve to come back and teach. I am mistakes made perfect. A sermon with the sermon and the passion to preach. I am a Sunday that happens to happen every day for the week. And I'm not talking religion. I am the difference between fiction and mission. Choices and decisions. Listen, this be my lifestyle. I give it how I live it. Gifted, invisible crown. I'm your reminder to keep grinding so God is visible now. I'm everything that's round. Don't you see I'm kind of like faith. I'm something like hope. I'm everything you still got the same power to be.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. What's happening? First off, I want to greet you in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. I got to start like that. I'm so happy to be here today, right? Welcome to the Mighty Monday Meltdown. I really do look forward to having a good time with you today. So I hope you guys are in a great place, a great mindset. I hope everybody is doing well. The lights is kind of bright. I'm super cheesy right now because I recognize that we're changing roles right now. We're in a different position. This particular broadcast is streaming live on YouTube at Adonis Johnson, as well as the business page on Facebook at Adonis Johnson. If you can be so kind to share, click the share button at the bottom on Facebook to let the message go out to someone else. If you on YouTube, can you please subscribe to some of my Facebook people? I really do need the support. I need people to know exactly that we're doing what we're supposed to be doing, right? Me, myself, as a self-empowerment coach, I come here so I can self-empower. Even if no one is here, I have to be here because this is the calling that I have. But here's something amazing that I located, and I located this, I came up on this, and when I discovered that you have a job as well, and your job is to share information. This information will become your information. I believe that there's a difference between a message and the message. This is the message. I am my life coach. That's the message. And what's happening is we are being transformed like the caterpillar to the butterfly. We're being transformed into messengers. And our message going out to the world is I am my life coach. And people will be changed by your presence, by the things that you do, by the things that you don't do. I greet you with peace and love. If you just getting on to this broadcast for the first time, welcome. Let me tell you how this particular time goes. Normally, we come in the 7 o'clock hour, right? We call a time out on the huddle. I'm going to put some music on. I'm going to call a time out. I'm going to get us up and going. And once I do that, I'm going to welcome some of the Invisible Crown Army, right? That's the army of angels, which is us. That's who we are. We don't die and then we leave and get some wings. No, we're going to get them wings while we're here. And we're going to get a spirit to help us, direct us, assist us. Me as a self-empowerment coach, my number one job is to empower you to be you. I use wisdom, I use techniques, I use tools, I use experience, I use the word. We got to do a recap. I got to bring up some other stuff that we need to talk about. I hope you guys be catching my pop-ups. I mean, it's such a blessing to have someone tune in with you, right? Pop in, be like, look, y'all, look. wait a minute, this is what we got to do. Time out. Something going on in my life. And we need to get this information. Well, what am I saying? We are on the same frequency. We are on the same beat. I don't come to agree with the way you think. I come to challenge the way you think in order that we can get something different. I really want to open up and just pour out so much to you to get you to understand it's been a lot just to get to this point. Some of you have hung in there. You have hung in there. And I have heard from God. I hear from God. He talks to me, right? And I know this seemed kind of awkward and strange. You came to be self-empowered. You came to be self-encouraged. You came to find out, how do I inspire myself, AJ? How do I motivate myself, right? Listen to me. No support was all the support I had. Okay, and I was able to put my life back together, right? Put my life back together. I learned some things in the putting it back together process, but I did not know that I would have to turn around and go find somebody else. Listen, there's a change that's going on, and you're part of that change right now. Me, myself, stepping up to the front line, right? I've been called to bring a new perspective on life. If I got to bring a new perspective on life, there has to be an old perspective, right? Some of you, you're stuck in your old perspective that used to be your new perspective. And now your new perspective done got to be your old perspective, and you're not getting the results that you need. Your God is not being honored. He's not getting praise. He's not getting glory. He's not getting anything because you have got caught behind enemy lines. You understand what I just said? You got caught behind enemy lines. For some people, you're missing in action. You ain't even stepped up yet to accept the calling, because with your calling, it will fix everything that's in your life. It will change everything. So here's the question I want to ask to you right now. Here's the question I want to give to you right now. Are you looking for a stepping stone to go up to a new level, or are you looking to avoid a stumbling block? Because I want to let you understand those are options. Those are choices. But no choice is the choice. And some of us just stay stagnant. We don't do anything. We don't want to try anything. We done been hurt so much, right? Some of us, we get kicked down so much that we don't even understand what it even looks like to get up. Well, guess what? One time, all it takes is for you to get up one time, right? Are you the stumbling block, or are you the stepping stone to somebody else? Do you have what it takes to make it happen? Well, guess what? I'm going to join in, and I'm going to let you understand something. I don't look to go no further. I don't want to play with it. Yes, I'm speaking to you. I'm talking to you. I'm here to encourage you. But what I need for you to do is get in your best position. I need to contact the spirit that contact me, right? And when it contact me, it let me know that I'm safe. It let me know that I'm doing the right thing. It let me know that I'm protected, and I need to make sure we have some protection. So let me reset the room. What's going on, world? This is the Mighty Monday Meltdown. This is the community of believers. We are the army of angels. This is us calling a time out on what? On the battlefield. The battlefield is called life. Whose life? Your life. You got to call a time out from them titles. You got to call a time out from them positions. You got to call a time out from worrying, from complaining. You got to take a time out on even your little love stuff. All the things you like is hindering you and holding you. And if you made it just about you, then you are in violation. I got to serve you up a ticket right now. This is the time out. This is the huddle right now. This is the Mighty Monday Meltdown. But before I can even move any further, I must acknowledge something that acknowledged me. The spirit of the living God. Those that never failed are only those that never tried. They never tried anything. That's why it's not working in life for them. But for you today, you made it to the right place. Please don't worry about my voice. It's a coaching voice. It's not me that's saying these words. This is not scripted. This is not wrote down. This is how it happens. It just has to happen the way it happened. Unexpected blessings. Come on now. Some of you about to receive that, right? The unexpected. Like, whoa, wait a minute. This mine's right here. Some of you get things, and you don't know how you're getting these things, but you're going to get these things today. So I'm going to call on the spirit that called on me. Father God, Oh, Father God, we call on you right now at this present time. You know exactly where we at right now. Come on, y'all. Y'all got to walk in here with me. Hold on now. Hold up. Father God, we called on you right now because you called on us. And we grateful. We grateful we in this time out. We in this huddle right now. Our people is here. Your people is here. My brothers is here. My sisters is here. Whatever title we ask that the title be disabled right now. We want to remove title. We want to remove gender. We want to remove age. We want to remove anything, position, anything that got a hold on us right now. We just need to know that we in the spirit and we don't want to hear nothing but the truth. So I decrease, asking that you will increase. Increase now. Give us the words. Give us the voice of instructions right now. For all those that cannot hear, I ask that you will enable their ears. Those that can't see, I ask that you will open their eyes. Those that can't talk, I ask that, God, you will give them the words that only you can give them. And those that got a closed heart, God, we need to have surgery right now. Forgive us for things that we have done knowingly and unknowingly. Forgive us for things we might have said knowingly and unknowingly. Forgive us for all the times that we should have showed up and we didn't. Come on now. We need you, God. We thank you, God, that you still are God. Come on now. Nobody helped us in some areas, but today, we're willing to help ourselves if you will give us an opportunity. Open up the portal. Let your portal pour in. Come on now. We asking that you will come here. Give us strength. Give us power. Give us wisdom. Give us understanding. Give us knowledge. Give us more than you can ever give. Yay. Of you, God. Of you, God. We want more of you. Spirit of the living God. Come on now. We thank you for everything. Everything you continue to do in us and through us. You touch everybody around us. You ground us. You discipline us. You love us publicly, privately. You check us. Come on now. You raise us up. You get us ready for stuff we know we ain't even ready for. But today, we call out to the Prince of Peace right now and ask that the peace will fall fresh in our financial areas, fall fresh in our mentalities, fall fresh on our hearts, on our souls. Come on now, on every relationship. On every relationship. Now that I brought that up, God, there's some illegal immigrants that's stealing some connections from us right now. I ask that you will release them in peace. I ask that you would disconnect their services. Come on now. People keep hijacking our love, hijacking our vision, hijacking our dreams. Come on now. I thank you, God, that you're using some people to help us get a better understanding to get to where you want us to be. And today we in the right place right now. Our mind is in the right place. Our heart is in the right place. Our conversation for you, God, is in the right place. We are here on a Mighty Monday Meltdown. We cranking this thing up independently. Somehow our service keep getting switched over, and all of a sudden we end up going after things, and we becoming dependent on people, places, and things. And today, God, we switching our service back over to you. We want to be independent in you. We want to go in you and through you to get our heart desires. We thank you for this next level of elevation. We thank you for the 90 for 90. We thank you for the 60 for 60. We thank you for those that's coming in right now for the first time and they hearing my voice for the first time. I'm grateful. I'm grateful that God is God. He could do everything. He could send you here and change you immediately. This is personal. It's for personal growth. It's for self-development. It's for self-encouragement. Come on now. It's for self-awareness, self-worth, self-love. Let's go. We're going to have self-discovery. Let's go. Self-recovery. Let's go. Self-realization is when we break it all back down. We was a hot mess. Some of us was conceived in a hot mess. We played in a hot mess. We created a hot mess. And when it was created, we ran from the hot mess that we created. So God, it's no wonder that we're in front of you today. We are here in front of you today because we made a hot mess out of things. But we gonna own it today. We gonna own everything. We gonna own every little thing we done up until this point. God, we present it to you right now. You was there. You know exactly every trial that we had to go through, every test we had to take. You knew when we cheated on life, we cheated on our assignment, we cheated on our relationship, we cheated on our taxes, we cheated on our finances, and we wonder why we can't recover. Come on now. Today we're going to get some instructions now. Today we're going to get the instruction to how this thing works right now. God, you are the source. And today we come back to the source. We come back to the source to get the voice of instructions. We're grateful for this. We're grateful for this moment. Whoa, yes, God. Thank you. We ask that your presence be present. Let your angels be present. Let it take these bodies. Everybody that show up, God, I ask that you will fill us up with something that only you can give us. You know exactly what I'm asking for. So we can arm ourselves and protect ourselves. All this is for your name's sake. Do it because your name was on the line. In Jesus Christ's name, we offer this up. This confession, this prayer, this conversation, this meeting, this time, this hour. Anything that's on somebody's heart right now, anything that's troubling someone right now, anyone that can't relate right now, come on now. Somebody got to say, I'm here, I'm here. God needs to know you here. You ain't dead. And this is in Jesus Christ's name. Come on, y'all. If you're here, say I'm here. If you woke, say I'm woke. If you're ready, say I'm ready. If you focus, say I'm focused. But you just can't be quiet. We done been quiet too long. You mean to tell me you done got muted? If they muted you, at least you can type hello. At least you can say I'm ready. At least you can say I'm focused. Come on now. What if God didn't speak to you? What if he ain't speaking to you? What if you praying but you ain't getting no answer? What if you looking at a cloud but you ain't getting no rain, but you're waiting on the rain? You want some rain but ain't nothing falling. Ain't that something? Hallelujah. Yes. Ain't that something? Come on now. Let's come up out of this. You guys, I'm here to let you know. We are at a point in time. Let me get this music right. Let me get my music right. Hold on, y'all. This is the Mighty Monday Meltdown. I'm happy to be here. Okay? Let's get the music. Let's get it popping. Hold up. What's going on, world? Welcome. This is the Mighty Monday Meltdown. I am your self-empowerment coach, Adonis D. Johnson. And I'm streaming live, we streaming live from the heart of Chicago. This is how we reach the people that been breached in certain areas, certain communities, right? Certain families, certain lifestyles. Some of the stuff that chose us, we didn't choose it. Okay? We just became captive to it. Well, what I look to do is help some people get loose. I'm going to loose some things, right? I've been chosen to hold my position. I ask that you will hold your position in the hope that we can get what we need. But some of us, we done cut corners. We specialize in cutting corners. Chicago actually teach you to cut corners. The teachers that teach you to cut corners, they don't do their job. Nobody does their job. Nobody do their job. They don't do their job effectively because everything needs to be reformed. Everything needs to be torn down, right? Not just schools. We can talk about the institutions. We can talk about the hospitals, the way the hospitals do things. They're not paying the first responders what they should be getting. Right now, they putting their life at risk and they ain't getting a sign-on bonus. They ain't getting a bonus check. They ain't getting nothing, okay? That needs to be reformed. Then we got schools, right? Not paying the teachers, but, you know, I wonder if the teachers going to strike or something. But that's not even the case right now. But the teachers putting themselves on the front line. That go a problem for you right there, right? Need to be reformed. And then we got one of my favorites. We got the church, right? And just for those that need to know this is my disclaimer. I don't have no problem with any church, okay? Just if you have a problem with your church, then you have to make a complaint with your church. Now, I don't know your church, right? I don't have a problem with any institution. Only when I go there and I notice a problem, then I'm going to leave a complaint or I'm going to be able to speak to that situation. Let's just be clear about it. Like some people don't like how I speak. They say my voice is too loud. They say, you know, it seems like I'm shouting because at the end, what they're not identifying with is I don't wear a robe. I don't wear a title. I don't wear some type of label. I come in just like you. I'm on the battlefield just like you. I'm dealing with my day-to-day just like you. Now, why am I doing this? You need to take that up with the one that told you to turn your notifications on, because this is the broadcast. This is the frequency that we've been called to, and we have work that we need to do. I was given answers. I was given solutions. I was given tips, and I was given tools. For some of you, you know my story, but it's to God be the glory in everything that I do. For others, they are on a chopping block. Chopping block because we're failing, and the only reason why we're failing is because some people know how to cut corners. That's called wisdom. But now that they done cut corners and received the prize on life, they done stole from tomorrow, received the prize on life. The problem is they don't have the instructions. They can't prove that they own what it is they have. It's almost like you bought something on the street. You bought something on the black web. You bought something in the world, right? Somebody sold you something. But when they sold it to you, you didn't get the ownership paper. So you never read the instructions. You don't have no instruction. It was sold outside the box, right? So you didn't have a box that it came in. Like when I buy my Louis or something, right? It has a serial number on it, right? And it got a little card. Actually, got a little card right here. It got a little card. Come in a little envelope. It say, hey, this is what's happening. You see, got a little receipt right here. So you got to keep this, because if something ever happens, right, you have to have insurance. And your insurance covers everything you have a receipt for, no matter how long it's been. If it was in your possession, your insurance covers it, right? Well, I talked to you in one of the pop-up, and that brings me into the next thing, right? And that is, some of you have to pay attention to your daily insurance. God is changing your insurance package. You're getting older. For some of you, you're getting older. Now listen to me. I know you want full coverage, but unfortunately, some of the people that's your friends, some of the people that's your family members, they don't have no coverage, okay? They don't have, so I'm not talking about life insurance when you die, right? You should get some insurance when you leave this earth so you can leave something behind. But we're not talking about you're dying, because many of you, you're scared to leave this earth because you feel like you haven't done all that you should do. And I understand. Myself, I done went all the way to the end. I done planned my funeral. I done paid for where I slide into the mausoleum at, and I'm on a payment plan. Let's just be clear about that. And I done already went to the end of life. And I done already said, this is where my remains gonna lay, and I done sealed the deal. That's called being responsible. For some of you, this is, people make time for what they want to make time for. People, you're not consistent. Consistent is never taking your eyes off of this thing called life, and making sure that you can give the best version of you to whatever that's around you. What I look today to do is self-empower you, self-encourage you, so you can have personal growth and personal development. This is only a personal line to help the individual discover self manifestation. That's what I'm here for. Ownership. You cannot have relationship till you first have ownership. I Am My Life Coach. Yes, that's a book that I wrote. I own the whole title. I Am My Life Coach. I own it. It's trademarked. It belongs to Invisible Crown. It's a self-affirmation. It's a book. It's located on Amazon. It's a book how to first take a look at what was installed, and then it's going to journey you to uninstall it. Then it's going to journey you to reinstall. At that point, you're going to understand what ownership actually is. You cannot own something until you understand what it is that you actually own. If you win a prize, you want to know, what did I win? If you gain an inheritance, if you lose a loved one and you got to put an insurance claim in, right? Then you need to know what the policy was. How much is the policy? How much should I expect back? And I need to know, is there any clause? Well, this is what I'm saying about your daily insurance plan. Some people, when you drive your car, you don't want to have a collide or run into somebody, or somebody hits your car and they don't have no insurance. So you walk up to the driver, you think about an accident, boom, they hit you from the back. You walk up to them, hey, you got license and insurance. They're like, I'm sorry, I don't have no insurance. That's problem number one. You can't beat them up. There's nothing you can do, right? So now they don't have no insurance, so they don't have no coverage. Police come, write the tickets, that's that. Now you got to put a claim in with your insurance company, so your insurance company can cover your car, understanding it was their fault. But if you do not have no insurance, when you was the other driver with no insurance, then your car is at a perfect loss, right? It's nothing you can do. You don't have no one to call, because some people let their insurance expire. Others felt that they wanted to cut back on some bills. They want to go, it's more important to get their hair done. It's more important to go on that trip, right? It's more important because they want a fancy car, but them prices of the insurance going up, right? Okay, I know how life works. I know how life works. This is how it works. And now you end up needing the insurance, and you have no insurance. You let it lapse. You let it canceled out. So you have no coverage. Many of us do not have coverage at this point. Our SR22 is a liability life insurance, just like a company LLC. A limited liability company, meaning we're only going to cover the one whose vehicle is not at fault. So if you had SR22, limited liability, then if somebody hits you, then they will stand in the gap and say, we're going to deal with the insurance company to fix your car to get your money, right? But if it's your fault with SR22, that's a high-risk insurance, right? Then we're going to fix their car, and your car is still going to be damaged. That's where we're at right now. That's the scenery I want to paint right now. That's the mental mindset I want to get right now. There's people in your life that don't have no life insurance coverage. You cannot cover some of the stuff that you're doing in life right now. Your relationship with the God that's trying to have a relationship with you do not cover you doing everything. Some of you, that's why you're not getting cleansed like you need, because your coverage done been changed. You done ran out. You cannot keep doing the same thing expecting a different result. That's called insanity. Insanity is when you do the same thing, but you expect a different result. Now, I don't know how your insurance is set up. Me, I have full coverage, full coverage, right? That means my insurance covers anyone that I'm connected to. I hope that me and you can establish a connection. I can get you on my policy. And if you come on my policy, come on, Christ. He said, if you come on my policy, I am my life coach, Invisible Crown Army. We all as one. We a community. So God covers this community. Now, I mean God like this community, because you was called. That's what it means to be called. When you call, you have to answer the call. When you answer the call, that's when you understand I am my life coach. God is not allowing you now to keep going to find a message. He's looking to use you, because it's time for you to become the message. The message is now that some people are going to be dispatched to you, and I'm here to let you understand what your coverage is, right? What your coverage is, and what your insurance policy cover, and what your insurance policy do not cover. For some of you, your insurance policy don't cover your mouth. Some of the words that comes out, it don't cover that. So with some people, you will not make no progress with, right? Now me, I use sentence enhancers, but I don't use them with everybody. I use them with certain people because I'm able to profile the ones who I'm talking to, because I'm grounded. A couple of weeks ago, I gave us a word. It's been planted inside of the Invisible Crown Army. That word that was planted is called self-centered. I hope you remember what self-centered is. To be self-centered is to be grounded, so that you won't lose control or spin out of control, and later you have to be remote control, right? Remote control. This is about independent, self-independent, dependent only on the Spirit of the living God. You can get anything and everything you need out of life if you understand these few things and these few tips that I'm trying to get you. I'm not trying to take away from you. I'm only trying to add to you, right? So that's where we meet at. Peace and blessings. We meet on me trying to add to you, not trying to take from you. I asked you earlier, are you looking for a stepping stone, or self-centered, remember, or a stumbling, or you trying to avoid a stumbling block? That's a question that only you can answer. Are you looking for a stepping stone? Are you ready to step up? Because some people are not ready. And if they're not ready, you can't force somebody to be what it is they're not ready to be. Right? And I totally understand. With the message I have today, when I get to my word, I call it flipping the script. I'm going to give you a quick word. We're going to get in. We're going to get out. But you can't make people be something they're not ready to be. Insurance don't cover that, right? Some people don't want to step up because the higher you go, the bigger the fall. And some of you done failed already. You already collateral damage. People could not take you where they was trying to go because you said they was crazy, but it really was you. It wasn't them. It was you because that was your relationship. You see, you never learned how to work together because you didn't read, remember, the rules. You cut across the field, right? Remember? And so I also said, in terms of the cross training, you got people that actually read the rules. They buy the rules. They A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right? They buy the rules. But now that they done became so intellectually smart, that now they not down to earth. They don't know how to make a connection with no one. They only buy the book, buy the rules, right? That's more like a cross between religion and just a false reality, especially when your lifestyle is different, right? Everyone's lifestyle is different. And when you understand what life that you have, you know, it really was based off of your choices and decisions or whatever went on around you. I expressed to you about what was some of the things that hurt us growing up, right? Our parents, they raised us with what they had, not what they did not have, right? They raised us with what they had, right? What do you have that we can work with, right? Imagine right now, you if you have children, what do you have that can make a difference in these children's lives, right? Most people be like, money. Because money is what you didn't have when you was growing up, right? And that was the burden that was placed on your family because you wanted Jordans, but your mama didn't have it, so she ain't get you no Jordans. You got Pro Wings, right? You went to Payless, right? You went to Strawberries, right? Some of you still shopping on the Instagram, not on Instagram, on the internet, and you over there buying Wish. Wish is the same as theirs and Ames. So you out here buying your dresses and stuff off the internet from China, and when it get to you, that thing look like it belongs on a baby doll. I mean, that's how small it is, right? I mean, don't get me wrong now. I tried it a couple times. I'm looking like, what is this, right? It is so funny, man. It's so funny. Anyway, let's get back to it. What's going on, y'all? This is why we have a real conversation. I'm going to get into this message in a minute, but I want to let you understand your parents raised you with what they had. What's going on in this generation of time? I'm doing a recap of the last couple of meetings we had. What we're doing in this point in time, this generation, right, meaning us, we're borrowing from our children's tomorrow, and we're using it now. So we not only taking from tomorrow, we also paying interest because we're taking it in advance. Now you giving your kids Jordans after Jordans after Jordans, gym shoes after gym shoes after gym shoes. Come on now, hairdo after hairdo. Every week you going to the hairdo, right? You ain't learned to do your own hair yet. You done watch this lady do your hair and you still ain't learned nothing yet. How can you sit every week and get your hair done and don't know how to do your own hair at this point? How can you go let somebody do your makeup, pay this money? You watching them. It ain't like you go to sleep and she put you out or something like, and you wake up, you got a new face on. No, you watching her, you see exactly me. I'll be taking a picture like, okay, she using that. I set my little stand up, my little internet stand. I'll put it right there in front of her. Do you mind if I put matter of fact, I'm going to put my little stand here and I'm going to set this up and I'm just going to, how long is it going to take? 30 minutes? Okay, I got enough space on my phone. Let me push this record button. Go ahead and get started. I'm sorry, ma'am. You can't record me. How come I can't? I'm a client. I'm right here. I'm going to record what you're doing. You might not see me again after this because I'm about to be cold. I'm about to get these skills. But see, nobody ain't thinking, right? You ain't thinking. So what am I saying? I'm saying that In this day and time, you only can build based off of what you have. Some of you failed in relationships because you didn't have nothing to offer. You didn't, your communication skills, they gone now, right? Because you tried to love early on. You tried to be with somebody early on. You tried to date somebody early on. He's got domestic violence with you. He done choked you up a little bit. You learn to get poppity. I don't need nobody, right? You have all these bad habits. And did you not know bad habits is keys to failure? Bad habits is keys to failure. Good habits is the opportunities to success. It leads you to success. Good habits. But some people haven't seen good habits because you haven't practiced anything. Practice do not make you perfect, because if you was perfect, you wouldn't need to practice. For some of you, we just jump out here and stuff. And every time you jumped in a relationship, every time you dated somebody, every time you laid down with somebody, every time you got into all this fruitless conversations with people, boom, 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 another accident. And you caused so many accidents in your life that now your insurance has been removed from you. And being that your insurance is removed from you, you can't even file a claim. You see? You get where I'm going with that? You can't even file a claim to get yourself repaired. And now you're wondering why you're by yourself. The car don't run. It don't run like it should run. When you're going into new things now, we see that you're damaged. We see that, wait a minute, now try to take your car to CarMax. They're going to find everything that's wrong with your car, and everything brings the car down. Some of you, when you open your mouth up, your value goes down. You can see hood all in your conversation. It's like, I ain't taking her to meet my people. No. Some of you ain't took no time out with yourself. You don't have patience. You don't have love. You don't have joy. You don't have balance. You're not self-centered. And those is heavenly gifts. All of your heavenly gifts has been robbed from you. Okay? And how did it get robbed? You. So I'm going to take you into this word. And you're going to understand exactly what I'm about to say, because I got some things I need to definitely bring across the airways for you. It's like some of you was sold. Let me find this word. Some of you was sold to the highest demon, the highest bidder. They bidding on you. They're like, how much you want for this person? Got confusion, got jealousy, got envy, got this. Okay, anybody got anything? They got four. Anybody got something more than jealousy? Yeah, I got domestic. And they like, so, and you get handed over to all of that, bidding on you. And now you got all these different parts to you now. You complicated. You done complicated life, right? Don't worry, because I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. High risk collateral damage. Your insurance policy is changing, and you need to get the daily update, because if you don't have life insurance, that means wherever I go, I got coverage. Wherever I go, my angels are covered. Wherever I go, opportunity, prosperity, it finds me. Grace is right there available. Love is there. Peace is there. You see, I built me something, and I continue to keep building. It consists of people that wants an opportunity, people that I can work with, people that can work with me, people that don't judge or no judgment, people that know how to calm down, sit down, relax, and say, let's how do we fix this? See, if you can walk away from someone so easy, that's only because you ain't got no insurance. No, I'm gonna file a claim. I'm going to see if we can fix this. I'm going to see what can we do to fix this. What can we do to fix your broken heart? What can we do to fix the situation? What can we do to get you back up and running, because you need your vehicle? Some of you, your time for your claim done ran out. So you can't even file a claim no more. You can't even file a claim on the one who hurt your heart. You can't find a claim on the stuff you did, because guess what? You was a hit and run. You hit somebody and you ran. And now guess what? You've been running and you've been running and you've been running to the point where now people run from you. I'll sit here and look at people and be like, and what do I get out of this? What do you want? You don't have anything. Because if you had something that was sent from Christ, meaning heavenly gifts, then he will always keep you full. But since you have not filed the claim to get your inheritance, to get your life repaired, right? You got to go to a claim adjuster. Claim adjuster? Hello, that would be me, right? So let me get into this word. I got a word for you guys that's going to blow you. This is going to blow you somewhere. I mean, when I saw this word, I was given a word today. And then I knew that the Spirit of the living God said, come and bring this word to you. What's going on, everybody? This is the Mighty Monday Meltdown. We're streaming live on YouTube and on Facebook. This happens in the 7 o'clock hour. Also, I do the Rude Awakening, which is on a Saturday. It's more up-tempo. It's more a little bit growner. But I'm very down to earth because I'm on earth, right? Let's be clear about something. If God is in heaven, he's the God of heaven and earth. Where are you at? You on earth, right? So he's the God of heaven. But I'm here to let you understand that he want to use you so he can have his presence here on earth. So he needs you to become you. But for some of you, you done ran from you for so long that you don't even know what you should be. You don't know what you should do because you're not self-centered. Now, I like to challenge people. I like to give people new perspective. I told you I changed the view on things. So let's just change the view on things. I want to go into the Bible. I want to use the Bible. But I want you to know, what is the Bible, right? What is the Bible? What is the Bible? Most people will say the Bible is basic instructions before leaving earth, right? Basic instructions before leaving earth. I'm willing to tell you something that this is, if you hear somebody else say this, you know I said it first. The Bible is it's actually the Holy Bible, right? And it's basically saying it's information that was wrote, notes that was wrote, right? They were like word from God. No, it was words from people, men of God, right? It's that had the Spirit of the living God, right? So the Spirit, people that had the Spirit of the living God, and y'all make sure y'all turn y'all notifications on because I'll be doing a live this Thursday, I'll be on a talk show. People that was holy, had the Spirit of the living God, they wrote notes. Rachel gave me this pen, by the way. Make sure y'all get her book, 21 Steps to Leadership. Make sure y'all get Janine's book as well, I Don't Smell Like Smoke. It's a couple of other people. Felicia has a book as well. Chris has a book that's coming. Y'all know Michelle, she has a book that's coming too. We all got books to write, but let me show you something about books to write. And the person that was writing had the Holy Spirit, right? They had the Spirit of the living God. That's who we serve. We serve a spirit that's living, right? Christ Jesus, right? Every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess that Jesus is Lord. He is. He's the Lord over my life. And if you can say that, then you will understand exactly what I'm about to say now. The one that wrote the book called I Don't Smell Like Smoke had the Spirit of the living God. And when she wrote this book, she was able to write notes. She was able to make these different notes, and that's what made up this book. Now that book is on the market. It's being sold on Amazon, right? Me, myself, I had notes. I went through something, right? And when I was going through, I kept notes. And those, when I was hurt, I wrote in my notes. When I was broken, I wrote in my notes. When something happened to me, I wrote in my notes, right? Now, guess what? This sounds very strange because I'm telling you this. I'm telling you this here. Watch this. I wrote in my notes, right? After writing in those notes and all that experience, it was put together and then it was formed. I Am My Life Coach, right? It's located on Amazon, right? Some of you, the Bible is a holy book that was wrote by people that had the spirit of the living God. But for some of you, remember when you used to write in your journal? Your journal had information about your life. It wasn't basic instructions before leaving earth. It was what happened to me while I was on earth. Okay? So listen to me. Let's be clear. The Bible, holy, because you can look at these stories and you can find God in these stories. And you can be like, wow, that's what happened. Okay, this is how God moving. But for some of you, your journal is your instructions. What happened to you while you was on this earth. And if somebody go in that book, you will literally hurt something. I remember when I wrote on my book, I said, my journal, I said, if anybody open this book, you curse. See, when somebody have your personal thoughts, like, it's almost like somebody listening in on your conversation. And you like, I didn't invite you on this conversation. Like my phone sometimes pocket dial. If my phone pocket dial you and I don't say hello within 10 seconds, 5 seconds, you hang that phone up, okay? Don't you sit here be listening like, what's going on? Oh, what do you say? Oh, who he talking about? He talking about what? What do you say about? What am I saying? You have to be careful violating people's space, violating people's relationships, violating the things that's going on. You see, God is the source. He's the source and he's the substance. A lot of times I tell you guys, I have substance to Adonis. There's a spirit to me. If you profile me, you'll see he went to school. He has a degree. He's deal with computers. He prayed. He loves God. He was a praise dancer. He owned businesses. He in the stocks. He in the real estate. He got his own clothing company. He wrote a book. It's in Spanish. It's in American Sign Language. He teach children. He teach teachers. He been all around the world, 28 countries. This man is a solid man. He got nice things. He dressed real nice. He work out every day. That's what a profile looks like. Okay? When you profile someone, that means you should know who you dealing with, right? God, the source. He's God. He's the God over everything, but he's the substance that goes in everything, right? He's the substance behind what it is you see. But for some of you, you don't spend no time understanding the substance and you prefer people, places, and things. You want to cut across the field. You want to connect with somebody. You want to be with somebody. You want to allow somebody to come into your life, and you don't know the substance behind the individual that done came into your life. You don't know what they built on. You don't know where they built from. You don't know what it is and who it is and why they even here. All you trying to go off of is what you see. And what you see is the outer. That's the matter. What you see is the manifestation, but you don't know the manifestation of what? That's the concern. You have to understand what's the substance behind your demand. You see, what you think about, which is your thoughts, right? And what you what comes out of your mouth is what you manifest. That's where your hope is at. What you choose to allow your thoughts, what you put into your thoughts, and what comes out of your mouth is what you manifest. Is positive things coming out of your mouth? Is hope coming out your mouth? Is love coming out your mouth? Then you will manifest that. If you're thinking good thoughts, then you will manifest that, and God's presence will be in whatever it is that you're doing. But if you're not and you're doing totally the opposite, then there's no wonder why you never manifest the things you desire. I'm only giving you the rules. I'm only giving you tips and tools. I'm only trying to assist you. I don't want to be the stumbling block. I want to be the stepping stool to help you step up so you can get to your next level and possibly help you get prepared. So let's go into the word real quick, you guys. That was good about the journal. That was really, really good, because you could sneak into somebody else's journal, find out that the one you was with the one book you was reading, and you looking like, wait a minute, I didn't know she slept with my father. Now she wrote this in a, girl, you slept with my grandfather, and you his beneficiary. I mean, it's a mean world out here, you guys. You can't put nothing past nobody. I hope this thing is still working right. I tried to work out a few little Detect that. Okay. Well, still rolling. We rolling. We rolling. Let's go into the word, man. Let's get some word up in us. This is when I call this flipping the script, you guys. I want y'all to see what I'm about to do, because what I'm about to do can only be done by somebody that done been through it, somebody that done seen it. If you ready, say I'm ready. If you focus, say I'm focused. If you in position, say I'm in position. If you holding your position, say I'm holding my position. If you understand what I'm saying, then you already know it's time to sit here and lock and load. It's time to move to a different position. If I got to bring a new perspective, then there has to be an old perspective. The old perspective will not work for where you going right now. We shifting, we closing out. We closing out this year, and we closing out with a bang. Come on, y'all. Let's get into this word. We going to Luke 15. Verse 11, y'all know I love Jesus, right? I love the Spirit of the living God, and I love the connection. I love the relationship. I love to build, and I want to make sure that you guys understand that, because that's very important if you plan on following what's going on. Y'all ready? If you're ready, say I'm ready. If you're holding your position, I'm holding my position. But you got to say something, you guys. If it's only according to your faith. It's according to your faith. Faith is the things subconscious. You need to be doing work in your subconscious mind. That's why it's personal growth. That's why it's personal development. Do you see how I'm getting into you right now? That's why it's self-recovery. We have to do work in your subconscious mind. Okay? Faith is what you hope for. That's the work. We got to get this work done. Let's see what happened. Luke 15 verse 11. Jesus continued. There was a man who had 2 sons. The younger one said to his father, "Father, give me my share of the estate." So he divided up his portion, right? His property between them. Not long after that, the younger son got together all he had. Stop right there. Remember, I told you your parents raised you with all they had, right? Some of you not using what you have. You actually using what you don't have. You using filters. You using everything. When is somebody gonna see the real you? When is somebody gonna see the natural you? How can we make some adjustments if you keep on making everything up? You keep making up what you think you look like. You keep making up conversations like you got it together. You keep making up, "I'm after this money." You got women talking about chasing the bag. One minute they chasing the bag. Next minute they you ask them who their hero is. I can't believe they'll probably say Cardi B or Nicki Minaj. They went from Beyonce, now they on over here to Megan Thee Stallion. I mean, it is terrible. It used to be Holly Berry. Come on, y'all. It was Whitney Houston. Now they done jumped over here, Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. And these is the people that people want to be like now. And they like her. But her got a little pleasantness to her. But some of you a little bit beyond that part, right? So listen to this. He said, "Give me my inheritance now," right? So the father broke it up. Notice the younger one, right? Not long after that, the younger son got together all he had, set off for a distant country, and there squandered his wealth in wild living. Stop right here. This is very special. This is so special that some of you finna get delivered if you pay close attention. He got his inheritance, right? That means your parents that raised you. You know, before you start dating, before you start clubbing, before you start 1942 in it, before you start learning the wobble dance, before you start TikToking, before you start doing anything, everything was perfect. You was in a perfect position. You had a nice covenant. You was on a cheerleading team. You was doing your little thing, right? You was at school. All of a sudden, you wanted the nice looking one, right? Listen to this. Went to the father. "Give me my inheritance," right? Went to a distant country. Stop right there. That country was called Chicago. That country is called Chicago. Some of you went to places, met some people, got involved in some things, and you ain't been right since. Watch this. In wild living. What do I mean wild living? Anything goes in Chicago. Anything goes in certain communities, okay? Wild living, that means no grounding, a mentality. Nobody can tell you nothing. Don't try to get married. Don't try to get in a relationship. Soon as you could tell somebody else you in love, and they automatically, girl, I don't want you to get hurt. Girl, let me find out, who is he? How is he? How you and so on? They don't care about you no more. They care about the other party. How's she doing? How your girl doing? Oh, y'all ain't together no more? What happened? Oh, let your girl, they broke up, girl. Your girl will run and tell your business. What am I saying? Personal development. This is what's going on. This guy got his little inheritance. He had manners, right? He had manners. He had money. He used to go to church, was in the choir. Everything was on and popping. He decided, I done outgrew this area. He's the younger one. See, he had more to learn about where he was at. But instead, he decided he gonna hit the road, right? On his own. Okay. Free will. That's what it means to have free will. Ain't nobody finna fight with you. Ain't nobody finna beg you to love them. Ain't nobody finna beg you to stay. Ain't nobody finna be in nothing and sit here and be trying to convince you on how you should love me. That is terrible, right? No balance, not self-centered. We don't have no focus, right, on what's to come, right? Now watch this. He set out for a distant country. There, he squandered all his wealth in wild living. After he had spent everything. Notice, some of you done been in a relationship, you done gave them everything. You done gave them the vixen. You done gave them the wife. You done gave them the savage. You done gave them the business partner. You done gave them the friend. You done killed every person you can be. All you can't be a nun. All you can be is, I don't know. But you done killed every position you could possibly have at this point. That's what that means. You could be a wife. I want to be married. Can't marry under them conditions. Insurance don't cover that. Well, you got too much thought his ways. No, you can't be a friend. You too too cutthroat. You got cutthroat people around you, right? Notice, what am I saying? I'm saying for some of us, right? Men, you ain't cleared your background up yet. You can't get a job, can't support your family. Come on now, you done messed that up. See, ladies, you got to know how to profile a situation. You got to profile it, right? He looks good. Good ain't gonna pay no bills. Now, let's be clear. Looking good is a problem. It's a problem. It's a problem for him. It's always been a problem for him because he can get chosen. Unfortunately, he gonna mess up because he ain't got what it needs to go the distance. You don't sit here and put people in a car with you that cannot go the distance. You hear me? Watch this. We on verse 14. After he spent everything in wild living, spent all his money. Come on, girl, let me buy you some clothes. Let me buy you some of this. Let's go out. Now he think he own you, right? Because he done bought you a little something, got your little car fixed. My man, he bought me some shoes. He's so sweet. You done ran out, got some little flowers, threw them across the little bed, right? A little chocolate. Look at this. And y'all have posted the little food and took you out to go eat. Okay, we got that. Watch this. There was a famine, right? Severe famine in the whole country. And he began to be in need. Do you have some needy people around you? That's the question number 2. Notice, the country he's at has a famine going on, severe. He came in with something. Now he don't have nothing. And now there's a famine in the city. That sounds like this community here. Every time I start talking about the Chicago mentality, you guys, hey, you guys testing 1, 2, I'm telling you something. Customs, culture, right? Somehow they made this community and it just does not seem like it works. I see people hating on people, men cutting men off, treating people wrong. I see men, I be honest with you, what I hear mostly from the men that I hear, they just tired. They just really don't want to be bothered with a lot of the they don't want to be bothered. From what I hear, they just like, bro. They have big dreams, but they just don't want to be bothered. So it was wild living, right? After this, there was a severe famine. Famine meaning ain't nobody making no growth. There's no marriages going on. There's more divorces than people getting married, right? People spending all their money in the wrong place. Who would want to get married in a wild living area? That's one mistake. Two, who will want to open up a business in a country, a city that's a famine? People can't get it together. There's no community. There's no support, right? Y'all got this? Okay. It says, and he began to be in need. Now you got needy people. Your girlfriend's needy. Girl, can you pay for me to get over here? Girl, I need you to pick me up. Girl, I need this. Girl, I need that. Come on, y'all, I'm closing out. He began to be in need. Listen to this. So he went and hired. He went. This is suggesting. Look at his mind. So he went and hired himself. Stop right there. You see? He and himself is two different people. He, who is he? That's your first name. Himself is something inside of you. Self-realization. Self-realization is the connecting point. That's the first thing to what you learn. You learn that you know how to do some stuff. Some of you, you know how to get a little ratchet. Some of you, you know how to be a little hood. Where do you get your hood skills from? Somehow you was wild living and you picked up hood skills. Where did you get your cutting corners from? Your uncle Junebug, your auntie, whatever it is, she took you out. Some of you, you created the phony ID. So you was in What's Poppin', you was in the club, you was drinking because you wanted to do what you do. Some of you, you was skilled. You had a bogus driver license knowing good and well that lady was 30 years older than where you was at, okay? Didn't look nowhere near like you, but you want to bend the little driver license up, put your finger up on it. Come on now. And wild living, right? You done messed up your inheritance, right? Some of you, you messed up your marriage before you even got married, okay? Oh, this is so good. Y'all better get this. You messed up your marriage 15 years ago when you dated whoever he was. He messed up where he was going because he just put on too much at the wrong time. Now all this attention, he can't even make up his mind on what he looking for. He confused. He like this, like, I don't know what I'm supposed to get, right? Everybody like, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. He looking around here like, wait a minute, love, or I thought I supposed to be chasing love. Everybody using that word now. 15 years ago, right? So watch this. I'm closing. Watch this. This is good. Y'all got to get this. If y'all don't know what city I'm talking about, they call it the country. This is right here. Listen to family, whole country. He began to be in need. So he went and hired himself out to a citizen of that country. Stop right there. There's some citizens that live here. They are the resident. They're not going nowhere. Their people didn't go nowhere. Their people ain't go nowhere. And they people didn't go nowhere. Same hood, same channel, same community. And you right in that seat looking like, I grew up over here. And they tried to tear your projects down. We told these guys, you're going to get up out of here. But now we going to fight and we going to mine. We're going to put the projects up. Save them, save them. Now they done try to give you Section 8 to get you in a new area. Guess what? You done messed up another community now. Boom. Insurance don't cover everything. You done lost your insurance now because you done took out a PPP loan and now you had Section 8 and now they find out, wait a minute, you got your own business. You looking like, no, I don't. You remember 6 years ago? You did a little loan now, right? And now you want Section 8. No, we recalling. We want you to pay that money back. Because you said on this application for this loan from the government that you had your own business for the last 4 years. Hope that don't happen. Listen to this. This is so good, guys. I just pray that y'all get this, man. What am I doing? I'm finna help us. I'm finna get us cleared, though. Only way you can get cleared is to follow this story the way I'm trying to get you to get it in your system. So he went and hired himself out to a citizen of that country who sent him in his field to feed pigs. That means he decided to make a decision. You know what? I'm about to date again. And I'm going to go to the Ravens, or I'm gonna go to the club, I'm gonna go to a bar, I'm gonna go to Geno's, right? I'm gonna go back to where I used to be and I'm gonna date again, right? Now watch this. Who came up with this idea? You did. Who decided, give him my number, let me see what's what? You did. And some of you are stuck in the same situation. But you got to get this. He's a citizen of this city. He's a citizen of that country. She's a citizen. AJ is not a citizen. I don't live here. Okay? I'm up out of here. All right? You up out of here too. We refuse to sit here and be blind. And you got to understand something. I never heard this before. I never read this story like I read it today. I want y'all to see this. You have to know where you at. They are citizens in a city, which is a country, and there's a severe famine. Nobody's making no growth. Nobody ain't got no money. Hating on each other. We trying to do business together. And why you hating on me? I'm just trying to make my money. You can't be successful in an area that people just can't stand you because you smiling, because you have your own business, but some people don't know you out here doing nails in the background, doing hair on Tuesdays, braiding hair on Wednesday, putting somebody eyelash in on Thursdays. You sitting here selling clothes. You sitting here trying to do what you got to do. You sitting here doing whatever it takes in the background, and somebody's still going to hate on you. This is the wrong place to be sitting here trying to play with it. You understand me? Y'all better get this. Watch this. So he hired himself out to somebody that lived there. And come on, you're going to work in my field of pigs. Meaning, some of you literally stepped into somebody else's life and you hired yourself. You my guy. You my girl. And now I got to walk in your life and I see this mess. Now you want me to pay your bills? Now you want me to take you out? Now you want me to act like that I know your conversation is not good? Now I got to overlook these other things that's just unbalanced? And yet, when you walked in his life, you got to see what comes with that. You ain't mature enough to handle nothing. You sitting here now, listen, notice, the pig is the mess that goes with it. So let's be clear. Somebody owned the mess and somebody walked in the mess. You got to get this. One of them is under contract. The other one, he lives in it and understand how it works. Y'all better get this. Some of your friends, let's just go deeper. Some of your friends, let's go deeper. Come on, somebody say, if you want me to go deeper, I'll go deeper. If you want me to hold this right here and keep it moving, then I keep it moving. You want me to keep it moving, I keep it moving. But if you want to go deeper, I cut right here and go deeper. You focus, say you focus. If you ready, say you ready. If you can handle more, say give me more. If it's on point, say you on point. Let somebody know that's watching that feed that, hey, I'm about my business right now. I'm focused, I'm alert, I'm ready. What's up? Keep it moving. Try me if you want to. Post it, put it there. I don't care who you put a message to. Sometimes you got to let the army know. At the end of the day, I'm focused, I'm rolling, I'm here. If you don't be here, then shame on you. Let's go. Y'all want to go deeper? Say let's go deeper. So let's go deeper. Let's go deeper. So he went and hired himself, right? So sometimes you in somebody else's mess and you dealing with somebody else's mess, but you under contract. That means you walk in, but you just can't walk out. You walk in, but you cannot. You process yourself in. Remember, y'all went out. He started paying, right? Remember, y'all started dancing. Every dance got you in there deeper. Everything you did. Now that you in there, come on now. This is what happened with religion. This is what happened in the community, right? Come on now. You done got in here, ain't made no changes in your life because you are trying to worship in the wrong place. You cannot be where God is not at. You hear me? You can't be where God ain't at. God ain't right there. Your life ain't moving because you ain't recognized you got to fix something. So what happened? Let's find out what happened. Listen to this. He longed to fill his stomach with the pod that the pigs was eating. In other words, some people you know how you got some people in your life and they friends. Like I talk to some people, and when I tell you I don't hide my friends, I really do like my friends. Like I love the relationships that I have because they're so intelligent. I got people that's just building, they grinding, we fall down, we get back up, we say, hey, don't worry about this, let's find out how we can do this right here. Remember, God can give us knowledge, right? Knowledge is information, but information don't mean nothing if you can't comprehend it. What is comprehension, right? Comprehension is understanding. Why do you think Solomon asked for understanding? He said, God, give me understanding, understand your people. See, profile. Some of you don't want to profile your friends because if you profile them, then it will tell you what type of person you are. You settle for less because that's why they don't give you much. You don't get nothing. Like for me personally, there's some people that I'm really a little fed up with right now because I recognize I'm wasting my time. I'm trying to assist them to get them to another level. I'm trying to empower them to get them to another level. I'm trying to guide them in such a way that they can guide themselves. I cannot get in their driver's seat and drive for them. No, that's their job. That my insurance don't cover that. My insurance do not cover me in somebody else's driver's seat. It covers me in my driver's seat. So the insurance that God is giving me to give to you today is that if you're going to be in the driver's seat, then you got insurance. Full coverage. Okay? I am my life coach. Come on, y'all. If you ready, say I'm ready. Want me to go deeper? I go deeper. Here you go. Let's go deeper. So listen what happened. His stomach longed to be filled, right? Stomach. That means he was hungry. That means his belly right there. The belly represents the emotion right now. Some people want love. Some people want joy. Some people want, at least I do. I know this now. Come on, y'all. Y'all ain't talking about that I love you stuff. I'm talking about real love. I'm talking about I ain't here to see the falls in you. I don't even see the falls in you. All I see is you perfecting yourself. All I see is you going to the next level. All I see is what God sees. He saw the best in me when everybody else, and that's what hurt the most, is when you put somebody in a special place and then they sit here and try to mark you like everybody else, right? Everybody else, they do what everybody else do. See, a citizen, do what everybody else do. You know, you don't do. A guy, you know what? Because I'm telling you something. Are you a stepping stone or are you a stumbling block? Which one you looking for? Which one you want to be? Do you want to be somebody's stumbling block? Do you really want to make somebody fall on account that you ain't got your stuff together? Wait on your train. Wait on your Uber. Wait on the messenger to come and get you, to give you the message. I just hope you can understand it. That means comprehend, right? Because there's no sense somebody giving you information and you can't understand it. You can understand this. Now I told you, knowledge is information. Understanding is comprehension. What is wisdom? Wisdom is classified knowledge gained by observation and experimentation. It goes together. Come on, y'all. We got 2 minutes. Let's close it out. It says, when, verse 17, y'all, he wanted to eat from the pigs. Watch this. But no one gave him anything. Stop right there. He wanted, look, y'all feeding the pigs, but y'all ain't feeding me. Y'all helping her, but y'all ain't helping me. Y'all sitting here could do something for everybody else, right? Y'all could sit here and sow into every church you go into. Some people sow online to ministers they ain't never seen, but that word was good. But you be on here talking to me and you won't even hit and say, man, how can I support the I Am My Life Coach? And I'm sitting here, been here for 4 years at the end of the day. But guess what? God is always watching what you gonna do, okay? So let's just be clear. What you do is connected to you. What you do is connected to you. I'm closing out right here. It says, but no one gave him anything. You see? Got the right person in an area that's a famine. Ain't nothing happening. Messy condition. And you got a good person right here. I look for people like this. Human capital. I need them to be my friend. I need them in my life because they got value. They come from a good home. I got people that had 2 parents been married 50, 40. I got a friend that parent was married 54 years. I got people who had moms that was teachers and all type of corporate jobs. Come on, y'all. But got kicked to the curve. You hear me? Messed around in Chicago, done slipped up, became GD, done became something else, done messed around, learned how to cut corners, start bootlegging, got caught shoplifting, messed up a name and everything. Come on now. Done birthed 6 kids out of not being married, so she ain't got no help. What am I saying? I want the person that's stuck right here because they don't belong here. That's us. Woo! Yes, God. I got to pray us on this one. Yay! That is us. Let me shut up. Let me bring us down. Let me bring us down. Yay! That's God. He said that's us. Here's our cue right here. We are the Invisible Crown Army. I know we in the right place at the right time. My name is Adonis D. Johnson. I am a self-empowerment coach. I've been sent with the Invisible Crown Army to get you, to recruit you, clean you up, get you right, because it's time for us to roll. I ain't here for everybody, but I know I'm here for somebody. That somebody better be you. Listen to this. Nobody gave them anything. When he came to his senses, stop right here. Here's your self-realization moment. Lord, if I find favor in your sight, that means he been watching you. Lord, please, what's she saying? Hear my heart cry. Come on now, desperately. Come on, y'all. Y'all been waiting too long to be sitting here doing some of the same stuff. Come on, y'all. Insurance, full coverage. We don't need SR-22. You can't be in the Army of Angels with SR-22. We got to take the hit. Somebody sit here and disrespect us. Somebody sit here and fire us. Somebody sit here and cross us. Somebody sit here and betray us. Somebody sit here and put us down, spread a rumor. Hey, it ain't what's done to you. It's how you respond. God got us. We don't have to retaliate, but we don't retreat either. No. They threw the rock. Oh, they bust us in our head. They got us. But the insurance going to cover us. And with that rock, we don't throw it back. We build something. Today, we going to build an understanding. Listen to this. He said, when they came to his senses, when he came to his senses, he go, I am my life coach. He said, how many of my father's hired servants have food to spare? Come on, y'all. I am a servant of the God. I am the servant of the living God. How many servants have, listen to this, how many of my fathers with an S hired servants? Come on, y'all. That's why I'm here. I am my life coach. Let's get fed. Come on, y'all. Self-empowerment. Come on, y'all. Let's go. Self-encouragement. He said that has food to spare. Mental food, emotional food, physical food. Come on now, spiritual food. He is the God of God. He just needed you to come to your senses. Come to your senses. Listen to this. Here I am starving to death. You see that affirmation? That's a self-affirmation. I am starving to death, trying to sit here and play a friend to a person who is friendless. You can't be a friend till you become a friend. Come on now. You can't love somebody till you love yourself. Do you love your neighbor like you love yourself? Come on now. You can't believe in nobody until you believe in yourself. You can't trust nobody till you trust yourself. Come on now. I'm trying to help you. It says, I am starving. Are you starving? Are you starving? I told you I needed relationship. I told you I needed communication. I told you I needed something more. I needed ownership. I told you I needed communication. For what? For my transformation. This is self-manifestation. This is kingdom-minded. Right here. This is right here, right here. It says, here it is. I am starving to death. Come on now. Sin after sin after sin. Accident after accident after accident after accident. Everywhere you go, you see people, they get that mouth repaired. Why your mouth is so nasty? Why your heart is so closed? Why you so jealous of someone else? Why I can't celebrate nothing around y'all? Because you ain't a citizen. Today, you getting moved. He's sending buy you out. You're not a citizen of the stuff you in. This stuff here. You are not a citizen. We here for a good time. Come on now, not a long time. That's what he said. He said, I will set out. Come on now, here it is. I'm starving to death. Self-realization right there. There you go. Uninstall that. I'm starving to death. I will set out and go back to my father and say to him, stop right there. Here's the plan. What you gonna do on your comeback? Here's the plan. What you gonna do on your comeback? Here's the plan. Once you get yourself back together, what you gonna do now? Here go the plan he got. I'ma set out. That means I'm bouncing. I ain't got nothing. I'm hungry. I'm starving. I ain't got nothing on the table. Everybody around me, they can feed a pig, but they can't feed me. They can feed gossip, but they can't feed nothing positive. My spirit only eat positivity, but what they keep trying to feed me belongs with the community. What they keep trying to give me is negativity. What they keep trying to give me was sent by the devil. Return the sender. What he say? I came to my senses. Here I am, starving to death. I will set out, go back to my father, say to my father, I have sinned against heaven and against you. Why does it happen? Because that's God. God, forgive us for what we doing. Forgive us for what we done. Come on now. I was in the wrong place at the wrong time. I got a little experience though. But now with this experience, I have to get myself together so I can go back, make peace with God. But now I got to go out here and talk to man. Now that's where I Am My Life Coach come in. Come on now, you need to you have to be self-centered in order to self-develop so you can be self-mature. You have to have maturity. It's about time to know what you're about to do before you even do it. Come on now, you need to know where you at, where you going, and best believe you better know it better be empowered by what? By what you've been through. By what you've been through. Come on, y'all. Let's talk. Experience. Come on now. Where you get your experience from? Wisdom classified. Knowledge gained by observation, experimentation. And what he say? He say, I had to go back and I had to go tell my father I have sinned against heaven and against you. Listen to this. Verse 19, y'all. We done. Verse 19. I am no longer worthy to be called your son. Make me like one of your hired servants. Make me like one of your hired servants. Meaning I'm going to work for mine this time. I don't want nothing to be given to me. Come on, I'm going to work for my relationship. I'm going to work for my friendship. I'm going to work for my position. But I ain't finna work for somebody that's going to sit here with their kick feet up and act like they ain't finna put nothing on it. Come on, y'all, what's up? Y'all with me? Empower yourself. Encourage yourself. Encourage yourself. Empower yourself. Empower yourself. Come on, if you feel me, say you feel me. If you focus, say you focus. If you're holding your position, say you're holding your position. If you get it, say I get it. Come on now, make this deposit. If you want me to go deeper, we ain't got no time. I ain't going deeper. But listen to this. He said, I'm no longer worthy. Some of you no longer worthy. You shouldn't be married because you done messed up all the little innocence that goes with it now. You can't come in with all these extra moves. Where you get them from? That's a suspicion. Come on now. Yeah. Some of you done been with a woman, you done been with a man, you done been with a woman, done been with a man. Come on now. You ain't worthy of some stuff. I'm trying to tell you something. You got to be honest. You done got out of bankruptcy and you on your way right back there because you done borrowed for a season and your season is up again. I am no longer worthy to be called your son or your daughter. Make me like one of your servants. If you're going to be God's servants, I Am My Life Coach is the ownership that you need. Come on, y'all. You better understand where I'm trying to get you to. At least you can be a servant on the right team now. Now you understand what the Army Angel is. We on the front line now. Why? Because we got that experience right now, and we got to hold our position. He say, so he got up and went to his father. So he got up and went to his father. So she got up and went to the front line. Hey, I'm no longer worthy. I'm over here pretending, practicing in the wrong area. Practicing marriage in the wrong area. Practicing friendships in the wrong area. Practicing entrepreneur with the wrong people. Come on now, how you gonna hire somebody who you ain't even hired yourself? At the end of the day, you want to be an entrepreneur and work for God? You want to know how to become a servant of the Lord? I'm glad you asked. You got to hire yourself. You got to hire yourself. That's how you get into ownership. You got to hire yourself and you got to fix you first. You got to sit here and watch over yourself. You got to discipline yourself. You got to deal with that attitude. Come on now. If you can't deal with yourself, then you can't deal with nothing in the world. But God going to help you because he's watching you. He got up. I'm done, y'all. He got up. I'm finna pray. He done. He got up. He got up. Yeah. He got up. And what'd he do? What'd he do when he got up? He returned. He returned. He returned. But while he was on a long way, still a long way. Some of us, we got a long way to go now. We got to turn around because we was going in the wrong direction. Some of us, we had so many bad habits. We was complaining. We was complaining about everything now. We don't see here, our parents didn't complain about raising us because they raised us with what they had. What we doing? We trying to live off of what we don't have. That's why we complaining. We don't have nothing to back up what we doing. You love, but you don't got no actions behind it. You love, but you don't have no work behind it. Faith without what? Work. You don't have no work. You should have been working. But I'm waiting for you to get hired by the Lord. Become the Lord's servant and then go do some work out here. Come on now, people need you out here. People are hurting out here. Let's go. It says, but while he was still a long way off, the father saw her coming. The father saw him coming and was filled with what? Compassion. Was filled with what? depression because you was on a Mighty Monday Meltdown and you was with AJ the Wildfire. Come on now, you was with Adonis the Kingslayer of inspiration and motivation. We wasn't pretending. We was here getting it. He heard us. He heard our cry. He knew we was here. He knew what we needed. We started believing again. Believing in who? Believing in yourself. Inspiring yourself. Motivating yourself. Encouraging yourself. Come on now, make those deposits. If you with it, you with it. If you ready, you ready. If you woke, you woke. But if you sleep, you dead. You still in the pig pen. Come on, y'all. Yes, he hears you. So listen, the Father, what he do? He ran, he threw his arms around him and kissed him and said, son, daughter, I have, wait. The son said, don't miss this. The son said, the daughter said, Father, I have sinned against heaven and against you. See, some of you got to be honest with the person that been over you, been working with you. See, I'm trying to help you. This is the stepping stone. But when you did what you did, that was the stumbling block. Some of you disrespected the one that was trying to assist you. The Father was trying to protect you. The Spirit was trying to protect you. But you made a choice. Conscious choice. Conscious, unconscious. But you had to go out there and get them results. But today, your emotions better settle down. Uh-oh, I got to go. I got to close it out. He said, Father, see the confession? Change your confession immediately. He said, but the Father said to the servant, quick, bring the best robe and put it on him. Put the ring. The ring is the signet ring. I told you, ladies, you become a wife before you entertain a marriage. Come on now. Yay. The man becomes the husband before a marriage is even formed. He put the ring on. That's how you became a wife, lady. That's how a man that finds a wife. She was already married. She married to God. Get your back to him. Yes, God. We thank you, Lord. That's my message, you guys. We thank you, Lord, for this message. We thank you for the messenger. We thank you for the message and the messengers that you building up. You hear us in every area. You hear us when we complaining. You hear us when we thinking. You hear us everything we do. You hear us when we walking. You hear us when we breathing. The air we breathing belongs to you. The thought, you check every thought. You know all motives. You know everything. There's nothing we can do but come here and realize that God, we put ourselves in an area and we're ready to come up out of there. Extract us from that. Extract it from it. We can't forget it. We can't forget the torment. We can't forget what we learned, because the mistake was used as a small lesson and a reminder. It's about to get better. We believe it, because you are our God. You providing for us. You giving us information right now. We are open and we are honest. Some of us right now are really feeling this message. I feel the Spirit is pulling so heavy at you right now. This is your extraction point. This is when you free yourself. You are no longer a prisoner of that war. You have now been bought out of your situation. Come on now. You are not a citizen of foolishness. You are not a citizen of jealousy. You are not a citizen of depression. You do not have to sit here and stay in mistakes. Today we grow up. Today we have personal development. And it's because of you, Christ. It's because of your Spirit. It's the Spirit of the living God. We recognize we was dead and we was trapping people and we was locking people down. We don't want to sabotage people. No. We don't want to sabotage people because we got sabotaged. We took the hit. Some of us stayed there longer than others. Some people laughed at us that should not have laughed because they going here next. When we move out of this place, somebody else getting in this seat. When you ready to move out of those down area, low areas, that swamp behavior, when you done with that, somebody else going in it, but don't own it because you trying to stay there. He's pulling you out that quicksand. Somebody else need to come in there and experience that. But you got to come up. You got to clean yourself off. Some of you don't want to deal with a mess, but you was birthed in a mess. What if I told you God said you specialize in messy situations, but this time you got to keep your mouth closed. This time you got to hold your position. This time you got to be their light. This time he want to use your eyes. He want to use your ears. This time he want to use your presence. And he want to use your name. But you first need to clear your name. Clear your name. Protect your name. Because if you don't clean your name up and hold on to your name, somebody else will use your name. And your name ain't gonna mean nothing. This is in Jesus' name. I greet you. Peace and blessings, man. I am my life coach. Man, you guys got to get involved in this movement, man. We on something amazing right now. He's called us. He ain't calling us. He called us. And we on the front line and we ready. We got next and he's calling us into the game. Get ready. Play your position. Hold your role. Hold your roll, and if somebody going too fast, you tell them, slow your roll. Slow your roll. Yes, Lord. We love you, God. Y'all better tell them something. Working is working. Peace and blessings. Ignorance lose today. If y'all got it, say you got it. If you got it, say you got it. Come on, just confirm it right now. If it's gonna work, you gotta claim you got it. If you didn't get it, then what's working? Ain't nothing working if you don't get it. That was a seed right there. That was a Hail Mary. I threw it to you. But if you got it, then he's gonna work it for your good. He's gonna work the message for your good. But you gotta understand, he came to his senses. Some of you are senseless, okay? Come to your senses and recognize you are bigger, better, and greater than what you put yourself around. Come on now. If I got to pull it down, I'll pull it down. If I got to yank it down, I got to yank it down. If I got to drag you out, then you might as well get ready to beat drug. Because I am not asking for your permission, but I will ask for your forgiveness. God, I ask that you remove them to a new location. Take them out, whatever situation that they done got comfortable in, and close the door. They no longer run back to where they used to be. Make it uncomfortable for them. Make it uneasy for them. Come on now, they have no other choice but to step up. No pulling back, no retreat. Hey, we burn the ship, we burning the bridge. Ain't no crossing back over. You over here now, but you over here in an unfamiliar territory, and now you got to read the instructions. Now you got to work on your mouth. You got to work on your behavior. You got to work on holding your position. You got to work on your listening skill. You got to work on opening up your heart. Ain't nobody gonna be your friend till you first become your friend. Ain't nobody gonna love you better than you gonna love you, but you gonna start today, immediately, for the glory of God, for the glory of God, for the glory of God. It's already spoken. You don't have no other choice in the matter. Today he will get the glory and you gonna give it to him. Yay. You ain't fighting no more. Today he gonna arrest you right where you at, and he's coming for what it is he wants. You. He wants you on the front line for your community, front line for your job, the front line for your home, the front line for your life. Come on now. You think you're going to be sitting here watching Netflix? You think you about to be sitting here getting up doing the same routine, going the same way on the road? No. Today he got you today. Calm down. Stand down. Yay. Yay. Y'all good?